Hey guys, another day, another video, and in this one I'm taking a look at something something I personally get excited about. This is something I've been waiting for a long time. I've had a chance to kind of take a look at the prototype, the NAB, and this is latest EVF from Portkeys. Great company so far. Like I, for example, became a fan of one of their monitors, so I've been using it sort of as my go-to monitor with especially my Blackmagic Pocket cameras. And yeah, and I'm still sort of always on the lookout for obviously for latest technology. And like the second that I had a chance to kind of take a look at their EVF at NAB, I love just the design of it and the look. So I'm excited to try it out here, first time with you guys, and kind of give you my opinion. So before I take this out into the field, here, let me just show you kind of what you get. So you get this nice case here, and I love taking out this new gear out of the box. So yeah, so that's the EVF. It has like a nice design, and it's, I don't know, it just kind of has a cool look to it. So you get here, let's see, you get a power cable. So it has this here 4-pin power cable to like a DC connection. You have SDI cable, which is always nice to get. Oh, you get another power cable, which goes to PTAP. This is very handy. And what else we got here? We got... Oh. It's hard to take this out, but okay, it's a USB stick, so I'm guessing firmware updates or something, or a manual on it. And then this thing is like really hard to get out, so let me see here if I can leverage this. Okay, and then we got here, basically it looks like a 50mm rail mount. Not sure what this is for. And there's nothing else. Okay. Always double check, because I remember one time I got this piece of gear and I never checked everything that was there in the box, and then of course I had problems finding certain things. Anyways, this is how it looks. I'm gonna put these things aside for now. This is how the EVF itself looks. So it's I don't know. I just liked the kind of design, but really the key thing was I loved how it functioned and you know how it worked. So I'm gonna here kind of just play around. Here is basically the diopter settings, so has these kind of hard stops, but in a way what I like is also that it allows you the adjustment, so you can kind of find your position, but then once you find it you can just leave it, and it's not so easy to get it out of alignment. Here you have basically a little connection, so you have two 1/4-20 basically threads there on the bottom for attaching. You have a simple on-off switch. You have a USB here, which I'm not even sure this is just to power it or just for updates, but I think it's firmware updates from what I remember. Here you can access the menu, click on it, and then you can use the wheel to go through the menu. You have your custom buttons that you can assign different functions to it, and also you can navigate the menu here this way. You can exit the menu. Here's your power connection, so you would connect the power here. You have HDMI in and out, and this is actually really cool, because if I'm working with like a smaller, for example, camera rig, you know, let's say my Blackmagic Pocket cinema cameras, it only has first of all one HDMI out, and now it's also good then to be able to like, let's say if I have this, but I also want to send out another like the video signal to like another monitor, or maybe a wireless video signal, then it's always good to have that pass through, so it passes it through there. And then you also have SDI in and SDI out. Another thing I really like about this is that it's actually, you can cross basically the signal, so you can put in an SDI signal and you can output SDI for your monitor or for something else, and vice versa. So it's actually really cool, because it kind of, again, it just converts to, it's sort of like a conversion, you know, or adapter box that'll kind of convert the signal from different basically formats. So I like this, and yeah, just overall the design just feels solid. It's not overly bulky or heavy, but it just feels sturdy in your hand. One thing I'll tell you is I wish they had sort of a little flap or something here, because you know, number one thing you also always want to worry about with EVFs is whenever you're filming outside, which is normally where you would be probably using these. So filming outside, and let's say the sun is really strong, and you have your EVF adjusted at just the right angle for the sun to kind of go through there. Well, that lens is like a magnifying glass, so it can damage and burn the insides there. But otherwise, yeah, it feels nice. The cap here around the EVF is nice and like it just conforms well to your face. It's comfortable. It's overall a really great design. So anyways, let me maybe take this outside, let me use it, kind of test it out, see how it performs, and then this way I can give you guys my opinion and let you know what I think of this latest product here from Portkeys. Alright guys, so I'm back. I've used it so far for 1 day, and I've got to say, first overall impressions very good. What I mean by this is, I like the design. This thing on the bottom, basically the little 15mm rail connection goes here on the bottom, and it allows you to attach it directly to a 15mm rail that you might have already on your rig. Like I said, if you don't want that, you can have you have 2 /4-20 attachments there on the bottom, or you can also attach it using the area rosette, which is what I would actually recommend if you want like a sturdy or secure connection. Yeah, overall, I love the functionality, love the image quality. That's the most important thing. It works well. It's nice, visible, crisp image. It is full 1080p resolution, and it's actually accepts up to 4K DCI connections, video signal, and that's great because you also have pixel-to-pixel zoom in there. So that makes it even better, because it means that if you're working, let's say, with a 4K camera, you can actually see all the details, and you can really double check whether your shot is in focus and things like that. So I like that. I love the cross conversion. So again, if you have, let's say, a camera that only has HDMI but you need to output SDI, or vice versa, you can do that. Or if you just simply need to loop the signal, so you can send an extra signal to your assistant cameraman, or for example to wireless video system, things like that. You have the input and output, so which is great. And overall, like I just love how you navigate the menus, the custom buttons that you can preset, basically so you can call up different functions yourself quickly. The overall design of it, and above all, I love the price. So it is cheaper than the competition. If also some of the functions that I like, that some especially in this price range, but even some of the more expensive EVFs don't have, is the fact that you have one thing that's really important to me, which is the waveform. And aside from that, you have all these other zebra and all these other things, but waveform I think is like a must. So you got that on there, and also you have custom LUTs that you can load in. So that's another beautiful thing, is you can and you can swap out, and you can see how your final image is going to look with a certain LUT applied. One thing I wish that they added, this like would be icing on the cake, would be a vector scope. Not that I always use it, but it's just nice to have it there. Like sometimes it just you can see the colors nicely, but it's also good to just kind of verify your colors using the vector scope. But if hopefully they can add this, because again, it's like a software thing. You can update, like I said, your firmware using the USB, so that's good. I mean, overall, I really like this EVF so far. And what I do like is, like, for example, they added these little design kind of things, like these little bumpers that stand out. These bumpers are great because they're going to protect your SDI cable. Especially these things can get bent so easily if you were to drop this. Well, with this thing, it's going to basically, these bumpers will protect it, right, when it hits the the floor. Will not allow these connections to get bent. So yeah, really overall, really like this EVF so far. So if you guys are in the market looking for an EVF that's affordable but that has all the pro features, definitely look into this thing. I think this is so far like the best right now option that I've seen. If they can, I'm telling you, if these guys can add the vector scope, I think there's really no other reason to look at any other EVFs really. Just take a look at this one from Portkeys. Anyways, as always, if you want the latest deals on this or information, and also if you want some of these other reviews and tutorials and things like that I have, you'll find all of that and more by following the links in the description of this video, or heading over to my website at tomantosfilms.com. Once there, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter so you stay actually notified of all these different posts and different giveaways that I do on my website. I even give away gear and stuff like that to people that are subscribed. So again, head on over to my website at tomantosfilms.com, and otherwise I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.